Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Phoenix, Arizona for the SRU Sim Racing Unleashed 180 lap feature. This is our second race of the season, which is season 18 actually for the SRU Cup Series. They're going to be racing tonight at Phoenix for 180 laps. They have 4 sets of tires, which includes 1 set on the car, 3 sets sitting in the pits, and they are running about 70% fuel, which should give them about 55-60 laps, depending on whether they take care of their fuel or not, depends on whether they're shifting into the corners, so on and so forth. The tires seem to be going away about 30 laps though, so they're only getting about a half a fuel run for their right front, depending on if you are a good saver of your front tire, because that right front on a semi-flat track will definitely make all the difference in the world. So the guys are just out there now doing some qualifying laps. We're going to let them go around, and we will get back to the start of the race in just a few moments. Also, this is the second race of the season. So after the first race, the points are as follows. Brandon Hartwell is in the lead with 40 points. Jeremiah Nelson is in second place with 35 points. Fred Pennington is third place with 34 points. Robbie Darnell has 33 points in fourth place. Chris Plath is 32 points. Jeff Gilmore, 31 points. Jason Adams, last year's champion, is 30 points. James Small has 29 points. Larry Blair has 28 points. And Keith Hurlbut has 27 points in 10th position. So the boys are just finishing up their qualifying run now. We'll be getting ready to line them up in the pits, and we'll be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the qualifying is over. We have the 038 of Zachary Ronjix I apologize for the pronunciation. He is in the point. The 22, Chris Path, is in second. Michael Yarrow is in the 45 in third place on the inside. Brandon Hartwell is in the 25 on the outside. In fourth place, Fred Pennington is in the 8 car in fifth place. Brandon Sheets is in the 2 car in the 6th position. John Held in the 77 is in the 7th place. Jeremiah Nelson is in the 48 in 8th place. Al Likens in the 88 is in 9th. And Jay Heaney is in the 9 car in the 10th position. Then we have Keith Hurlbert in the 19. And then we have Robbie Stewart in the 3 in the 12th position. Mark Ouellette in the 80. And then we have Rick Adams in the 42. And Jeff Gilmore in the 15th position in 57. R.J. Jones is in the 16th position. And let's see, we have Nate Webb in the car 17. Nicholas Reed is in the 18th position. Nicholas Rowe is in the 18th position. Ryan Messier is in the 16 car in 9th position, and David Cassidy is in the 20th position in the 17 car. All right, we're going to go back out to the pace car. We're going to take a quick look. They're getting lined up to go around. Coming to the flag. Here we go, green, green, green. And we're racing. The 038, Zachary is out in the lead, jumping away a little bit right from the get-go. The 45 is right there, taking a look to see if he can catch up. The 22 has dropped back a little bit. Let's see if we can get a little bit better angle here. Everyone's spaced out fairly well. Going around the track. This is a fairly flat track, so it's not much of banking for the cars, which adds to a lot of right front tire wear. First Gear Network says good luck with the 9 and the 80. Loggy Boy 700 says let's go. Time to go racing, boys. Getting a good look at the cutting across the dog leg. And different people have said that the dog leg works for them, and sometimes it does not work for them, because sometimes you maintain the same amount of speed staying out on the main track instead of trying to cut the dog leg, because you lose a little bit of your momentum going across the dog leg. But we'll take a look and see. We're in with the leader right now. Zachary's coming around the corner. Go by the entrance of pit lane. This will give us a run around the track, let everyone see what we're dealing with. Past the start-finish line. There's the open dog leg. Zachary tends to stay on the track instead of dropping down. Let's go back down and take a look at Terry Duguay. He's farther in the back. Is Terry cutting the dog leg? No, he's staying on the track as well. So we're going to jump around here a little bit, just kind of see what everyone's doing. There's the 45. He's back in third place now. Chris in the 22 has jumped up ahead of him. Look back. This camera angle here. Look at all the cars going by. We're definitely pulling some speed off the corner. We're 7 laps in of 180 laps. Oh, there's a car off the wall. Not sure that was. I'll have to go back and take a quick look. Possibly it was the 21 car. Let's see if we can find the 21. I don't know if that was him off the wall or... He's definitely off the pace. Trying to catch up. That's Nicholas Rowe. He does appear to have a little bit of front damage to the right front. No, I could be wrong. No, possibly that was not him. All right, we'll go back up to the leader. Michael Yarrow is trying to catch up to the leader of the 038 car. He's definitely seeing if he can make a little bit of time going through the dogleg. I was kind of hoping that I would have a different program running here tonight, folks, because I have better camera angles. But as of right now, we're kind of stuck with what we have. I'll tell you what, at Pirate Broadcasting here, we have a new broadcasting system. We just got it on Saturday, so we're trying to get it all set up and running properly. So we had to rush a little bit to get it ready for tonight's race. But we do have it up and running. We don't have all the bells and whistles yet, but by next week we should have everything nailed down to give you a heck of a show. Hopefully the camera angles on these cars make the cars look quite good. Just because we do have, again, a higher grade computer, which gives us much better video quality. So I hope you enjoy. Loggy Boy 700 saying, come on, RJ. Well, where is RJ? Let's go take a quick look and see where RJ is at the moment. He's up in 12th. Go take a look. Driving the Safe Light car. He's just getting by the 42. Rick Adams kind of like gave him a little bit of room. It's early in the race yet, so he's definitely cruising right along. He's up there in the 12th position as of right now. I believe go across the start finish. I believe he'll be into the 13th position. No, that doesn't seem right. I thought he would be going ahead, not backwards. But we have a yellow out. We have a caution out, actually. Everyone's slowing down. It's the 80. Let's back her up and see what happened to the 80 car. That's Mark Ouellette. It looks like there's a little bit of smoke in front of him. Oh, the 73. Larry Blair got around. I don't know if they were racing or if that was something going on before then. We'll go back up here a little bit, take a look. It looked like the 19 got into something. We'll go back and take a look at the 19, see what happened to him. Oh, okay, we'll go back a little bit further. Follow them through. Looks like the 57 got a little bit loose, and then the 19 came in, tagged him in the back corner, put him sideways. He came down. Oh, he ran into the side of the 3. The 19 got spun into the wall. Okay, all kinds of mayhem happening on lap 14. Let's go back to the main camera angle and take a quick look and see where our leaders are. Go up to our leader. They're going around the track now. There's a few cars that went into the pits, obviously getting some repairs done. Now that's the thing to remember as well with this league, the SRU, the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series, does not have fast repairs. So if you have damage into your car, you could be in trouble. So you want to take care of your car. Do not get it wrecked out, because you could be sitting in the pits for quite a while waiting for the repairs to happen. So the lights are off on the pace car now. There's still a few cars on pit lane. 24, the 7, the 3, the 80. They're still all on pit lane yet. All getting repairs. Pace truck is off. Okay, we're coming around. Coming around turn 4. Looking for the green flag. The green flag's in the air. Here we go. There's Zachary taking a big jump right off the bat. Michael Yarrow right on his back bumper. They're going to go for it. Michael's taking a look on the inside. See if he can do anything with them. Michael Yarrow just waiting for him to make a mistake. He's going down low in the corner. Going to try to get a run. Can't do anything with it. Go along that long back straightaway. We're going to turn 4. Heading back to the flag stand. He has about a 3/10 of a second lead on Michael at this moment in time. Everyone's pretty much single file at this moment in time as well. Everyone's looking good. We still have at least 3 cars still on pit lane. Try and get some repairs done. The 3, the 7, 2, I believe. Let me take a quick look and see. Is that the 22 that's in pit lane? No, not 22. The 21? It's the 21 that's in pit lane at this moment in time. Still trying to get repairs. Okay, let's go back out to the leader. We have 3 cars still sitting in the pits after that bad wreck. Again, I bet you they're wishing they had some fast repairs. But that doesn't happen in SRU. All right. Oh, we're scraping off the wall in the back, a little bit further back. We'll go back to the 2 and take a look. See how Brandon Sheets is doing. Yellow flag is out. Let's go see where it happened. Looks like Larry Blair got spun around into the wall. We'll go back and take a look from the chopper. See what happened. It looked like he got tagged in the back quarter panel. We'll just take a quick look. Looks like the 5. Possibly. We'll jump in with the 5. Take a look and see. He's up. Larry's up close to the 11. He couldn't go up any higher. The 5 slid up just a little bit. Looked like a racing deal. Go back up just a little bit. Take a little bit better look. Go into the windshield. But they're riding along with R.J. Jones in the 5. Just got into the back corner of Larry. That was all she wrote. Larry spun her around. All right, we're going to go back to the main. Back up to the leader. Take a look and see. I haven't seen anyone even looking at coming into the pits as of yet. Again, we're only 22 laps in. And I believe we're getting about 62 laps of fuel. So we're about halfway through a fuel run at this moment in time. A little bit less. Possibly about a third. So right now, Zachary Rongits, I apologize for the pronunciation. I will try to get it right. Michael Yarrow's in second. Jeremiah Nelson is in third. And Chris Plath is in 4th position. Fred Pennington is in 5th. Is there a way to see the wreck from spot 22 on back? Probably not at this moment in time. I apologize. I'm just seeing that now, Loggy Boy. And we're coming back around with getting ready for the race start. I'll try to pay a little bit more attention to my screen there and try to get as much information as I can as you ask for it. I don't know how many people back there behind the Lot 22 were in on it. Okay, so the cars are coming around the corner. Pace car is off, going along the long straightaway. So I see Terry Dugay's up in the top 10. I see Dave Cassidy's top 10. All right, we're coming around to the start-finish line. Green flag. Here we go, green, green, green. Zachary's in from leading it. Got a big jump. There's the 48 right there. There's the 45. They're both looking. Jeremiah and Michael. They're just right there trying to get caught up so that way they can get past Zachary. Zachary's not going to have any of it. He's going to drive away from them. There's a 22 car still back there as well. Lots of generic paints. I will try to reset the paints. I tell you what, Robbie Darnell, I'll try to reset the paints. See if I can't get the paints redone. Thank you for that input. Resetting the paints now as we speak. That's why you see all the white cars on the track. Just want to make sure that everyone has their paint jobs. Oh, there's a car off the wall. Okay. We still have Zachary in the lead. Michael Yarrow's in second. Jeremiah Nelson is in third. Chris Path is in fourth. Fred Pennington is still holding on to fifth. Brandon Sheets is up to sixth. Ryan Messier is in seventh. Rick Adams is up to eighth. R.J. Jones is now up to ninth position. And John Held is in 10th position. Michael Yarrow bouncing off the wall a little bit and taking the shortcut through the dog leg. Not making up very much time with it, though. Doing what he can. There's from the leader. He's not turning it really hard going into the corner, just kind of riding it around, back along, past the dog leg. Not doing a lot of hard turning. Just nice and easy, although he is riding a little bit out closer to the wall, as you can see. Everyone is pretty much in single file at the moment. Nick Webb says he got taken out of the race. He says he'll be waiting by the hauler for Larry Blair. He'll be waiting by the hauler there, Larry. Let's have a chat with you after the end of the race, I guess. Okay, here we go. A lot of cars opting to go through the dog leg, as you can see. We're going to jump on back a little bit further. Go back to 3. Where's Robbie Stewart at? Let's go take a look at Robbie. Where did he get to? He is in the pits at the moment, actually. He's still in the pits waiting for repairs. He was in one of those first accidents. Let's go back to the 80. He's back a little bit closer to the back. Driving the Turtle Sanctuary car. And behind him, it looks like it was Jason Adams. He's just riding around the back at the moment, taking his time. Jason is back in the 23rd position, but he's 3 laps down at the moment. So I believe he was caught up in one of the earlier wrecks. So let's go back up and see where Mark is. Where's Mark at today? In the IBM car. There's Mark. He's riding around in 21st position. Just taking it easy. As I mentioned last week at Daytona, he likes to ride around in the back until it gets close to the finish of the race, and then somehow, some way, he always seems to be up there in the top 10, top 5, and he definitely is a contender closer to the end of a race usually, even though he usually starts at the back and kind of stays at the back for most of the race. I think I mentioned I kind of admire that, and I kind of took that into my wheelhouse as far as my racing skills go. And I find it actually works for me a little bit as well. Maybe not as good as Mark, but it does give me a little bit of opportunity, I guess, to make my way up to the front, closer to the end of the race, as long as you can avoid all the accidents. Because riding in the back, that's not the safest place to be. All right, let's go back up to the leader. See how he's making out. He's got about almost a second over top of Michael Yarrow. Michael Yarrow still trying to catch up to him. Zachary definitely has a fast car this evening. Keith Hurlbert saying the broadcast looks great tonight. Thank you very much. I hope you like the quality of the cars, because I do have a new computer system. It's a whole new broadcasting setup here. So we don't have all our bells and whistles yet. We don't have our SDK program, the overlay program that I have. We did not have that ready for broadcast tonight, but we should have it ready for next week. And yeah, hopefully a lot of good things coming in the weeks to come. So please stand by and subscribe. I got a couple other races that I'm doing every week, so you never know what you might want to watch. I got a couple truck races going on Wednesday nights, Thursday nights, and I got the occasional Cup series that like I did this morning. Actually, at this track, I did that this morning for another league, the All-American Racing Network. And now I'm here with the SRU guys, burning it down at the same track in hot Phoenix, Arizona. All righty, let's go and take a look from ground. See a couple of these cars going by. Everyone's getting spaced out fairly well. Go back to the 8 car. They look like they're riding pretty close together. We'll take a look at the 8 and the 25. 25's getting a jump on the 8 there now. So that's the 8 of Fred Pennington, getting passed by Brendan Hartwell. And Brandon's just driving away from him. I don't know if Fred was holding him up or not, but he's definitely driving away from him there at the moment. Rick Adams, let's see where Rick is tonight. He's back there in the 10th position. Good looking car. Followed by the 77. Oh, we take a look at the 77 here. A little bit better view. That's the 711 car. Then we have the 61 car right behind them. That'd be James Small. And then the 3 is back out again. Now the 3 car of Robbie Stewart has been in the pits for quite a while. He's actually 26 laps down, which isn't going to win the race for him tonight, but he's definitely out there trying to get his points, because you never know what might happen here. He may end up in the top 10, depending on who wrecks and who doesn't. So he's definitely out there trying to get his points back as much as he can. We're only 43 laps out of 180, so there's a lot of racing to happen. A lot of bad things could happen to any one of these guys. Hopefully not, but you just never know. All right, we're going to go up to static for a minute, and we're going to be right back. we're going to go back to this group of three. There, Rick Adams is right in the middle of them. Just going to take a little bit of a look. Take a look out of the other side. He's trying to get by the 61. Looks like the 61's not going to have any of it. He's going to drive away from him at the moment. There goes Robbie Stewart. He's going to pass on the inside as well. So it looks like Rick is just taking his time. Again, a lot of laps to go. So he can afford to take his time. He's in 12th position at the moment. So he's sitting pretty good. Nothing to rush about. No big worries at all. We're going to take a look at my buddy Terry Duguay. Where's Terry at? Terry's back there in the 20th position at the moment. He's right down there racing with the 5. Taking a look. Terry is a race car driver from Prince Edward Island. He's retired now. He sold his car, but he's definitely a late model guy in real life. Once a driver, always a driver. Like my buddy Byron Bartlett, he's not racing at the moment, but he's having a few things going on, and he'll get back to the track here soon, I am sure. So there's a couple of the local fellas up here from the East Coast. But Terry's the only one on the track at the moment, just sitting there, taking it easy, back in the 21st position. Again, a lot of racing to go on before the end of this race. Up to Ryan Messer. He's parking, going across the dog leg. He's bottoming out a little bit. He's got her setting a little bit low there tonight. Oh, he's coming into the pits, so we'll follow him into the pits for a minute. 49 laps. He's coming in for fuel. They have 3 sets of tires. I'm expecting him to take tires on this lap. Looks like the 45 is right behind him. We'll see. We'll just follow along here and see what he does and see what he takes. I believe he's going to take 4 tires. There's the outside going on. And he's going to take inside as well. That and a bunch of Sunoco fuel, and he's out of pit lane. Go with the 45. Take a look. He's getting the inside tires as well. He probably already has the outside tires. A little bit of fuel, and away he goes as well. All right, let's go back up with the leader. I'm expecting that Zachary's going to have to come in here shortly. He's been out in front all this time. So I'm expecting him to come in within the next 5 to 8 laps to grab some fuel, because he's been driving in the wind. He's leading this thing, so he has no one to draft with. So he's going to burn up some fuel. Looks like the start of my SRU career will be mainly in the pits. How's Moreau? 1H? Well, hopefully not. Hopefully you'll be back out on the track. Phoenix is not the easiest track, buddy. So it can be a little bit difficult to get a good run here. Especially being semi-flat track. It's not quite as bad as New Hampshire, but it definitely is a little bit of a trick to get around. I know a few of the guys were talking before the race that the right fronts were going down within 30 laps. They were going to be needing tires. Okay, so there's your leader. He's still on the track. Just getting by Terry Duguay, putting Terry down a lap. He's chasing the 61. See if he can put him down as well. The 61's already down a lap, so if he catches him this time, he'd be down 2 laps actually. There's a 22 of Chris. Chris is right behind him. He's about half a second behind Zachary. See if we can take a better look here. There are the only two. Jeremiah Nelson is in third place, but he's 5 seconds behind. So he's got a little bit of pedaling to do to catch up to these two guys. So that 5 seconds, I mean, well, he's down about 4 seconds now. He's gaining a little bit. But that 4 seconds will make all the difference in the world when these two guys pull into the pits for fuel and tires. It's definitely going to help these guys out when they come back onto the track. We're going to jump into the 22. We're going to take a look out his windshield, see what we can see what's going through Chris's mind. He's sitting there looking at the leader. He knows he has to come in for fuel. So maybe he's thinking, if I go in when he goes in for fuel, maybe I can be a little bit faster on pit lane. Get my fuel and away I go. Now you see he's taking the shortcut through the dog leg where Zachary went around the track. Now again, Chris gained a little bit, but then it's gone again. So that tells me, I mean, usually I've done both. I've run the dog leg and I've done the track all the way around. I can't really see a huge difference. A lot of guys think that they get a little bit of an advantage, but again, the momentum, if you stay on the track, the momentum will carry you around the track. So as you can see, Chris gained a little bit, but then he lost it. So again, it's up to you, the viewer. What do you think? Hit me up in YouTube chat. Let me know what your thoughts are. Should I be taking the dog leg, or should I be staying on the track and maintaining my momentum? Look at it, here it is again. Again, Zachary, he's not gaining very much on Zachary. Gains it when he comes into the corner, but then he's a little bit straighter coming into the corner, so he can't ride the corner around. So, it's hard to say. All right, we'll go back up. Let's jump in with the leader again. He is pushing 60 laps. I don't believe he went in for fuel during one of the accidents. So we'll have to see what happens. See if he, because he's been leading most of this race. So I'm just expecting him to come in. We're into 61 laps now. Again, when I have my new overlay, it should be here next week, or I should have it installed next week. I already have it. I just don't have it installed. So I'm still working on this new system. But once I get it all nailed down, I'll be able to tell you exactly when these guys last pitted and when they should be due for another pit. Okay, there's the leader. He's coming in. Okay. I expected that. Chris is going to take over the lead. I'm surprised Chris didn't try to follow him in, try to get ahead of him in the pits. I like the dog leg, but my skill says I can't brake fast enough to make that turn. I can understand that, Hasbro. And yes, Robbie Darnell, Larry is a good guy. Absolutely a real good guy from Kentucky. I chat to him on a regular basis. He is a good guy, and if he made a mistake, he would absolutely be the first one to say that he made a mistake, and he'd be fixing that right up for you. Because, yeah, no, Larry's one of the good guys, without a doubt. So here we go. We're back to the leader. It looks like the 88 Al Likens has taken over the lead, followed closely by Brandon Hartwell, and Brandon Sheets right behind him. And then John Held in the 77. He's about 8 seconds behind. Actually, Brandon Sheets is showing in third place, but he's actually in the pits now. So Al Likens, Brandon Hartwell are your two front runners at the moment. So let's take a quick look back and see where Zachary is. Zachary is back. He's not that far behind the leader, but he is down one lap. So he's got to make that lap back. So I would say the other leaders, Al Likens and Brandon Hartwell, they may have to come in for fuel as well if they haven't already. All right, let's go back up with the leader. And we'll just see if he comes in, that Red Bull car. Both of them are cutting the dog leg. Brandon is right there. He's looking on the inside. Looking on the inside. He's going to try. The 11's right there. Going to give him a little bit of drafting help. The draft doesn't add up to a lot here, but if the 25 doesn't go, the 11 wants it. There we go. 25's out in the lead now. He got ahead of Al. All right. Go back to the chopper and take a little bit of an overhead. And we'll take a look because Zachary is right there looking. He wants his lap back. He's got fresh tires. He's going around the pass on the outside, so that should give him his lap back as he goes by Brandon Hartwell. So I'm thinking Brandon's going to have to come in here shortly for tires and fuel, although I could be wrong. And the 11 car is actually Jim's car. He's in 13th place. He's looking to get by. He's actually 2 laps down at the moment. He gets by him on the inside, so he'll get one of his laps back as well, the hard way. So that'll give him only 1 lap down, which should be fairly good. Chris Path is in the 22 car. He is 1 lap down. He's the first car a lap down. Jeremiah Nelson in the 48, he's 1 lap down as well. He'd be the second car lap down. In case there was a caution come out, they'd be able to get the lucky dog. But actually, there's Chris going by, the leader as well. He's coming up on the outside, or the inside, I should say. So he now should have his lap back as well. Again, having pitted, new tires makes all the difference in the world, especially those right fronts, because those right fronts are getting chewed up here. Again, a fairly flat track. All right, let's go back up and get a better view. Brandon's just kind of holding on to the lead at the moment. He's got a 10-second lead on second place John Held. John Held's quite a ways back at the moment. We'll just take a look and see where the heck John is. John is in 77. There's Brandon. We go all the way back. 10 seconds back. There's John. Way back in the back. He's following the 61 car at the moment. So then 14 seconds back from the leader is Brian Missler. And then 15 seconds back is Jay Heaney in the 9 car. So let's take a look. There's the 9 car. Haven't really had a good look at that car today. The old Chevrolet Napa. It's an interesting paint job. Sort of like a blue camo. Be hard to find that in a snowstorm, I suppose. Different paint job indeed. And actually the 8 car right behind him, that's a prismatic car. That's kind of a cool paint job on that as well. I know the side of the car is like a prismatic, really shiny paint job. There he is going by the 9. So let's jump back up to the leaders again. Take a look and see how Brandon's making out. He's still in the lead. He now has a 13-second lead over Ryan Messer. That's almost a pit stall time. If he can get his crew in the pits, he can go in, pit, and get back out and not lose a whole lot of space. I am not sure when he's due to pit. So far, so good. He's sitting pretty good there, actually. Now, Zachary, in the 038 car, he is now in 5th position. He's 19 seconds back, but he is catching up. So let's see what he can do. Fresh tires. I'm sure the tires are starting to wear down now. He's got about 30 laps on those tires. Close to 30 laps. So we'll see how he can manage. I know the right fronts are going away after about 30, 35 laps. The right front starts to go away depending on how hard you're pushing it. And I know he was cruising along pretty quickly. So we'll have to wait and see how he does as far as tire management goes and see if he can get up ahead and make some room, because he just moved into 4th position actually. So the next one in front of him is right in front of him, the 9 car of Zachary. Jay Heaney is in front of Zachary in the 9 car. And that's the blue car that you see in the distance. We'll take a quick look from the windshield. Whoa! Got awfully close to the 5. He's making time. He's going through them. Going by Jason Adams. He's going by the 9, or the 5. Jason Adams right there. He's coming up on the 9. Oh, the 9's going into the pits. The 9's going into the pits now. So let's go over to the 9, just take a look and see what he's doing in pit lane. So he is on lap 81. He must have gone in a little bit early during one of those accidents. Oh, the 57! What happened to the 57 back there? Let's go back and take a look. Oh my goodness. He came into the pits hot as anything. And he just veered hard to the left and hit that concrete barrier. Wow. Riding along with them. He's just coming in. All of a sudden he pulls to the left and just boom. That's crazy. I have no idea why he would have pulled in that hard of a left turn. That's Mr. Gilmore's car. And man, did he ever hit. I mean, I don't think he's going to get that thing fixed for the rest of the race. That also brought out the caution. We'll go back to previous crash, and that was him. He brought out the caution on pit lane. Man, that's some hit. Wow. I just can't comprehend that at all. I mean, no matter how you look at it, that's just unbelievable. Wow. Now, we have new leaders, but they're all in the pits. So until they cycle through, come out of the pits, we'll figure out who's in the lead. I was so taken by Mr. Gilmore's car, like, what the heck? That's unbelievable. And he wasn't doing that bad, but man, did he ever take a hit. Holy smokes. I'm going to see if I can grab onto him or bring him into the chat there, because I know he's not going to be driving that car anytime soon. We'll just give it a few minutes here and see if things calm down. Loggy Boy says he caused a big wreck earlier too. Suspension problems? Well, possibly. I don't know. That was just... He could have computer problems. He could have internet connection problem. He could have lost the steering. I mean, I've seen that happen. But I just can't understand why he took a hard left into that wall. So that was just absolutely crazy. So we're going to go back to the leader. See who the leader is. It's showing Chris in the lead. Up to the 22 car. See where he is. The 73, Larry Blair's right up there as well, but Larry Blair is actually one lap down. So he should be able to get the wave around here, being the first car behind the pace car. He should get the wave around right about now. Yeah, there goes Larry. He's going to get the wave around. So that puts Chris in the first place. Jeremiah Nelson in second. Brandon Hartwell is dropped back into third. Ryan Messer is in the fourth place in the 16 car. Zachary is in the 038 car. He's back still at fifth place, but he's doing good there. Michael Yarrow is in sixth. Al Likens is in seventh. James Small is in eighth. Fred Pennington is in ninth. And John Held is in 10th position. Pace car is off. Here we go. Come along the long straightaway across the backstretch. Let's see what everyone's going to do here. Coming around turn 4, coming up to the flag. Flag's in the air. Here we go, boys. We're racing again. There's Chris dropping low on the dog leg. Going to try to make some time. He's got 25 Brandon right behind him. 3 wide. 48 goes high next to the wall. He's staying up there. But there is Zachary in the 038. He's right there wanting to make something happen up into third place. He does have a fast car. So let's see how he's going to manage to keep up with these guys. He's looking on the inside. Let's jump into the cockpit of his car, take a look and see what he sees. Right front suspension. He's right there in second place at the moment. Actually, because it looks like Chris has dropped back. So we have Brandon. Brandon's in the lead. And I'll tell you what, Zachary wants it back. He had it earlier. He's going to take a look. He's looking on the inside. There he goes. He's gone in the inside. He's gone. Just saying, see ya. Is Brandon going to try to cut the dog leg a little bit? Well, I guess it wasn't the dog leg, but yeah, in that corner. Was back in turn 2. Just driving away. Zachary is just going. He's going to have a second lead now on Brandon. Brandon's trying to do something. He's trying to cut the dog leg again. But again, Zachary's maintaining lead. And there's the caution. The caution's back out again. Let's take a quick look, see if we can see what happened. I'm not sure where the issue was. Just trying to take a look and see. Previous crash. It's not coming up with anyone. I'm not sure what happened to bring out the yellow flag there, folks. Could have something to do with the 5, perhaps. Let's take a quick run back and take a look and see if we can see the 5 get in any trouble. I'm not sure. I'm not seeing anything major with the 5. I'm not quite sure, but there's a lot of cars on pit lane at the moment. Everyone's coming in. So, okay, it's a halfway caution. Okay, so this is a planned caution. I apologize. Okay, that's why we didn't see the accident, because it is a halftime caution, I believe. I could be wrong. It could be just halfway in the race. So let's go back up to the leader. I'm not sure. They did not mention to me that they were going to have a caution. So I'm not sure of what. I couldn't find the accident, so it could be anything. So Keith Herbert says that Mr. Gilmore will have to go to visit the infield care center after that accident on pit lane. I would have to say that he might have to. So I'm just looking to see. I don't even see him any longer in the Discord chat. So he's basically gone for the day. Yes, Jeff is gone for the day. All right. Lights are off on the pace car. Zachary is on the point. Brandon is on second place. Al Likens is in third on the inside. Chris is on the outside in fourth position. Michael Yarrow is in fifth position. James Small in the 61 is up to the sixth position. Ryan Messer is in seventh. Jeremiah Nelson is in eighth. John Held is in ninth. And Fred Pennington is in 10th. All right. Pace car is off. I'm going to jump in with the leaders. There's a few cars out. John Henderson is out. Jeff Gilmore is out, obviously after that bad wicked accident. Then we have Nate Webb's out. Keith Hurlbert's out. All right. Again, you're going fast report. You get wrecked, you're in trouble. And there is Zachary going to show everyone which way to go around this track because he's definitely leading the way. Although there's the 88. Al Likens is coming up to take a look. He's going to see what he can do on the inside. And it looks like Zachary said, I'm not having any of that. I'm going to just drive away. You stay back there where you belong. Let's see if Al can do anything about it. Brandon's right there as well. He's up in third, but he wants to get back into the first place position where he was earlier. Right now, Zachary and Al are both pulling away from the field. We'll take a look here. Here they are coming around the corner. Crank it up for a minute. Their hearts out trying to see what they can do. And like I say, Zachary's right up there. And Al's definitely right on his back bumper. He's looking to see if he can do anything with it. So we'll jump in with Al for a minute, take a look out his windshield. He's looking on the inside. Looking and looking. Can't seem to make up a whole lot of time. On the long backstretch. Taking a look. Seeing if he can sneak in there. If he opens the gap at all, he wants it. He's going to cut the dog leg. And again, folks, like I say, I don't know if it makes sense to cut the dog leg or not. Although Al was able to make the turn after going through the dog leg. Oh, he's right there. That was close. He wasn't able to get the pass, but he was awfully darn handy, folks. He's looking. Let's go back up in the helicopter, take an overhead look at this, because he's right there. He's wanting to give him a run for his money. Going to cut the dog leg again. He's making the turn tight. I bet you that's awfully hard on that right front, though. All right, we're racing up at the front of the pack. Meanwhile, Brandon Hartwell's dropped back almost a second and a half. And Chris Plath is in the 22 car. He's almost 4 seconds off the pace from the leader. So he's definitely back there as well. So it's basically these two guys at the very front of the pack putting on a show for everyone. Let's take a run back and take a look at, let's see. Well, let's take a look. Larry Blair. Where's Larry at? Larry's back there running along in the Budweiser car. He's back there in the 12th position, but he's down a lap. John Henderson, he's out of the race. Robbie Stewart in the 3. He's still down 25 laps. So he did get 1 lap back at least. So again, he's just in here trying to make points. Trying to get some points built up for the end of the season. I mean, you know, if you can get your car running, get as many points as you can, because you don't know how many cars are going to be out of this race. So you're going to be able to pass a few of these cars, obviously, because there are at least 5 cars out of the race at the moment. And a couple cars, 1 car is down 45 laps. That would be the car of Nicholas Rowe. So, yeah, 25 laps down. It may seem like an amazing amount of laps to try to get back. But I'll tell you what, right now you're already ahead of 6 guys. So you're doing better than the bottom of the barrel, without a doubt. So you got to keep trying, keep chugging along. All right, we're going to go with, let's see, Dave Cassidy. Haven't seen Dave Cassidy for a while. Let's take a look at his Budweiser car. It's cruising along there as well. We got 2 Bud cars going down the track here. We got Dave Cassidy and Larry Blair. I'm not sure if they're teammates at the moment, but they do have matching paints. 2 good-looking cars. Makes a fellow want to have a beer on a Sunday night. I'll tell you what, you can use a Budweiser. Alrighty, let's go back up to the leader and see how these guys are still fighting it out. Al is still looking at the back bumper of Zachary's car. He's still wanting to get by him. He's about a half a second off the pace though, so I don't know if he's going to be able to do much with it. He still has 76 laps to go, so it's still a long way to go on this race. So we'll have to wait and see. They're going to have at least 1 more fuel run. And a set of tires, I'm sure, everyone will be looking at, because I'm sure these tires are going away in these cars. I don't care what you say, I believe they're going to need some tires. Keith is telling me there aren't any stages or planned cautions that I know of. Okay, so I couldn't find the accident. I was thinking it was right at the halfway mark that they might have thrown the yellow, but there are none that Keith is aware of, so we'll go with that, and we'll see how it goes. How's the broadcast look, Keith? Does it look pretty good? I'm not sure. Sitting here, it's awfully hard to talk for an hour and a half non-stop, I'll tell you what. But I do have a face for radio, so they tell me, so we're all set to go that way. Alrighty, let's go back up and do a little bit of scenic overlook at the view of the track. I'll tell you what, it is a big track. It's fairly flat, not as flat as New Hampshire, but it is not banked like Daytona. It's a fast track, but it's not super fast speedway by any means. Again, it's hard on the right front tires. All right, let's go back up and see what we can see. We need to get Keith in the booth. Where's Keith at? Are you still in Discord, Keith? Let's see if we can maybe grab onto you and bring you over, but I don't see you in Discord at the moment. Just taking a look. Nope, you're not there. Keith says he might be better in the booth than he is on the track. I don't know about that. Maybe that's one of the reasons I came to the booth instead of staying on the track. But you never know. I'll tell you what, it's a lot of fun up here. You know, get to watch all you guys racing around the track. I absolutely love racing, but it's a different perspective when you're up here looking down at everyone. Let's go back up and see, like, Al Likens is still trying to get by Zachary, and he just can't seem to do anything about it. Let's take a quick look inside Al's car, looking out the cockpit again. He's looking out the windshield. He's right there. He was riding his back bumper awfully tight before, but he's definitely got a little bit of a gap now. He's got almost a half a second to try to make up to get by him again. he said he had to jump out of his wreck, unfortunately, but he's keeping tabs on the race. Okay, here we go. It looks like we're trying to get by him again. Again, Zachary's not having any of it. He's going to pull away from him yet again. Al's trying, but I'll tell you what, Zachary's not giving him an inch. Not an inch at all. All right, Jason Adams. It looks like Jason Adams is out of the car. I don't know what happened to Jason. Yeah, he's out of the car. So I don't know what happened to last year's champion. Jim back in the 14th position. Let's go back and take a look at Jim in the 11 car. So he's back there pretty much by himself. One lap down. Rick Adams is in front of him. One lap down. Let's see who else we can take a quick look at. Mark. We haven't looked at Mark for a while. He's back there in the IBM car just putting along. Again, he is one lap down as well. So we're going to see if he can do anything with it. See if he can make up some time. So he does like riding around the back, but I'll tell you what, buddy, you're down one lap. You got to catch that up, but you got to make up some time somewhere. Put the bumper to them. All right, back up with the leader. There's still actually about the most interesting racing going on at this moment in time. Al's trying his best to try to get past him, but Zachary's not. It's like a stick in a bone. The dog can't quite get the bone because Zachary keeps taking it away from him every time he goes to leap for it. I'll tell you what, I don't know what Al's going to have to do to try to get up on the back end of him. I mean, you can't really draft a lot. You can try to get up on his back bumper and try to get a little bit of a draft. I mean, he's looking on the outside now, so we'll take a look and see what he sees on the outside, but there's not a lot he can do. I mean, there's Zachary actually cutting the dog leg that time. So we're going to go up and take a look and see. He's looking. Then again, Zachary drives away from him. What are you going to do? Al, you've got to try to figure out some new strategy, man. I'll tell you what, you're right there. You're knocking on the door, but then he just drives away from you. Got that little bit more horsepower. Of course, he's driving a Chevrolet, and what are you driving? Let's take a quick look. You're driving a Chevrolet too. So, I mean, you know, it's not like it's a Ford against Chev or Chev against Toyota or whatever. It's Chevy against Chevy. It's the Chevy show up front. But he's got a little bit something. May have to do an inspection on his car at the end of the race. What do you think? Alrighty. Let's go back and take a look at Fred Pennington. See where he is back in the 8 car. There's Mark trying to get up by him. Looking on the inside. We'll take a look and see. Let me shut the door on Mark. Mark's down low. He's looking, trying to get by in his Mustang. He's trying to get by him. Fred's not going to let him go by, though. He's going to just drive right away. Mark's going to have to hold off and look out his windshield and watch him drive away from him. Alrighty. What else can we look at? Who else is doing anything interesting at all? Except for our leaders. But our leaders, I'm not sure where Al is. There he is, coming into the picture now. He's right there. He's still only 0.3 of a second behind him. But he is working for it. He's working for every inch that he's getting on Zachary. Zachary is definitely taking everyone to school during this race. I mean, he went down a lap, he got his lap back, then he worked his way back to the pack, back up to the lead. He's got some cars that can give him some competition, but I'll tell you what, Zachary gets out front, he gets into the clean air, he's just driving away from everyone. No one can really catch him. They can get to him, they get within touching, you can almost touch his back bumper. And then he just said, nope, I'm out of here. And away he goes. So I don't know what else to tell you. That's quite the lead that Zachary has going on here. He's just driving away with everything. So we'll have to wait and see because we only have 58 laps to go. So we're 3/4 of the way into this race, 2/3 anyway. And it is the Zachary show. All right, let's go back and take a look and see who else we can see. Nicholas Rowe, RJ Jones. Where are you, RJ? RJ's back there in the 5. And he is actually right now 18 laps down at the moment. Still chugging along, trying to keep the car going. Again, points. Got to go for the points. Mark Olette, he is in the 19th position. And he is right there behind Mark, taking a look. He's just going to take a look on the inside of Mark and see if he can go by him. We have a little bit of a bunch of cars back here. I'll take a quick look and see how this bunch of cars is doing. There's Mark just jumped way ahead of Mark Olette. There's Mark making up room again. There's the 42 of Rick Adams on the outside. He's in this mess. Oh, he's getting into the 8. Oh, there's Rick. That may bring out the caution. No, it did not bring out the caution, but we'll go back to the Rick and the 42. Take a look. He's just coming back onto the track, but he was hurting. Let's take a quick look and see if we can take... Whoop, too far back. Too far back. All right, we're going to take a look in. He came down. Riding along in the center of the track. We're just going to follow along here. Take a look. Look at his windshield. There's the 33. Mark's on the inside. He's getting a run. He's coming up on the back end of the 8 car. Just get into the side of him just a little bit, but enough to bounce him off the wall. Maintained his speed. He's okay. But he's back into the pits now. Went in, get a little bit of repair done, and then he's back onto the track again. Again, it's your leader. Zachary still out front. Brandon Hartwell is in second place now. Al's dropped back a bit. So we'll take a look and see. Al's right back there. The 88. Let's see where he is. He's lost to second place. Brandon jumped ahead of him. So he could have his tires going away from him at this moment in time. 51 laps to go. He could be getting close to coming into the pits to get some tires. He doesn't look like he's riding up high in the corners very much. You usually get that when you lose your right front. The front end goes away from you and starts sliding up the track. So it's looking pretty good for him. But now they're getting into lap traffic as well. So we'll have to see what they're going to do. Back to the leader. There's Brandon right behind Zachary. He's only about 7/10 of a second behind. Likens is just a little bit over. Okay, we have a yellow flag out again. Let's take a look and see what happened. I'm not sure who. Everyone's spaced out quite a ways. I don't know if Mark was involved in that. No, I don't see Mark involved. Let's go see who might be involved in that. I'm not quite sure where that accident happened. Taking a look. It could be the 8. Let's take a look and see. what happened to the 8 car. Take a quick look here and see if he came into the pits for a reason. I don't see any issues with him at all. Well, I'm not sure, ladies and gentlemen. I need another set of eyes up here in the booth to kind of take a look and see. I do have a switch on this program that'll tell me to the previous crash, but it's not taking me back to the previous crash, so I'm not sure. It could be the situation like we just saw. Someone got tagged and got just bounced off the wall. Yeah, iRacing throws a caution, but they're back out on the track with no harm, no foul. But sometimes the caution gets thrown regardless. So let's see. Zachary's in the pits at the moment. Brandon Hartwell's in the pit. Al Likens is in the pits. There's your top 3 drivers that have been running and leading this race. They're all in the pits now. So let's take a quick look and see if we can see. They're just coming out of the pits now. All right. We'll see how this is going to cycle back through. 47 laps to go. Let's see if Zachary can get back onto the point again. It's very possible that he came back out in the lead. We'll have to wait until they go across the start-finish line to cycle our ticker to see what everyone is located. We'll be right back. Okay, a couple cars going around the pace car. They're getting their laps back. That cycles Zachary back up to the lead with Al Likens in the 2nd position behind him. Brandon Hartwell is showing in 3rd position. Michael Yarrow is in 4th. Jeremiah Nelson in 5th. John Held in 6th. James Small in 7th. Chris Path in 8th. Ryan Messer in 9th. And Mark Koscheck is in 10th position. But he's still a lap down. But again, Mark started at the back. He was over on the back. He's a lap down, but he's still in the top 10. All right, let's go back up with the leader. Green, green, green. Away we go. There goes Zachary. Jumping out in the front. Brandon's right there. Al's right there. They're both taking a look. Got to jump up in the chopper. He's got to fight both of them off. Does he want to block the outside or the inside lane? He's going high. Al and Brandon side by side. Al's getting a little bit of a jump out front. Taking over 2nd place. Cutting the dog leg. Seeing what they can do. Again, 44 laps to go. I believe they're good on fuel now. We'll just have to wait and see if Zachary can hold off Al and Brandon for these last 44 laps. Fred Pennington is in 10th position now. He's 1 lap down. And then 11th is Jim. There he's in 12th. And I believe it is Mark in the 13th position. They're all 1 lap down. So if there's an accident and the yellow comes out again, it'd be Fred Pennington that's going to get the lucky dog, as he sits in 10th position. The first car, and there's your caution. As soon as I say it, broadcaster curse. All right, let's see if we can see. Looks like the 2 might have been involved in that. Let's take a look at the 2. Go back and take a look. He's going the wrong way on the track. Well, let's back him up and take a look and see exactly what happened. He went for a spin. Go up in the chopper, take a look at the overhead. There's the 2. He's cutting the dog leg. He's going down low. He's coming up high. He's got a little stakey behind the 11, and then he just went around all by himself. He just lost it. And then, oh, the 42. Rick Adams ran in the back of him. Wow. Wow. And there he sits. Take a look at Rick's car and take a look and see what he sees. He hit him fairly hard. So we'll take a look and see what he sees coming out of his cockpit. He's coming around the corner. You see him get a little bit snaky up there in front of us, in front of the turn. Coming up on it. There he is. He's spinning, spinning. Oh, he got nowhere to go. Oh, no. There he goes. Right into the back end of him. And that put Rick down. Oh, that put him into the pit lane, I do believe. There he is sitting in pit lane. Definitely has some front end damage. I'm not sure what he has for damage. See what he has for the front. I'm not seeing much at all. Not seeing much at all in the front end. So he's just sitting there on pit lane. Okay, let's go back up to the leader. Now, a camera that we haven't used in a while, I'm going to jump over and take a look. We're going to go back to Brandon Hartwell. And we're going to use a camera that we don't usually use, which is the roof cam. I just did up the roof cam here tonight, and I totally forgot that I had it. So we'll just take a look and see from the rooftop of Brandon's car. We'll give you an idea. He's looking at the 88 car. So yeah, this is kind of a new camera angle that I just kind of put together here this evening. So gives you a little bit different perspective. All right, let's go back up and see what's going on. I'm going to jump in with the leader. Base car is off again. Okay, Al's right on the outside. Brandon's right there. They're both crowding Zachary. They're letting them know that they're there. Definitely let them know that they're right there ready to go. You make a mistake at all, buddy, we're going to be all over you like ants at a barbecue or a picnic. I'll tell you what. Okay, there's Al. He's getting a big jump right off the get-go. Okay, go back up in the chopper. Take a look. Al went high. Zachary went low. Zachary was able to hold him off. But there's Al looking on the inside. He's right there. Looking on the inside. He's going for it. No, he didn't have enough. Zachary pulled it off once again. There's Brandon right behind him. Into 25. Go back up to this camera view. Getting a good view. Looking over the hood of Brandon's car. Trying to take a look. And they're just driving away from Brandon. Brandon's catching up in the corners. But on the straightaway, it looks like they have all the speed and all the power that they need to drive away from Brandon. Absolutely just flying. There's Al. Al's going up and take a look. He's on the outside. Oh, he's right there. He's right beside him. Couldn't do it. Couldn't hold on to it. I'll tell you what, Al is right there non-stop trying to get this lead, and he just can't take it away from Zachary. Alrighty. Let's go up and see what all the cars look like. All the cars are looking pretty good. They're all spaced out fairly well. No major dramas with anyone, I can tell at this moment in time. No one's really fighting. They're all basically in a line, running around the track. Get a little bit of a blimp view here. And you can say everyone's spaced out. Everyone's minding their P's and Q's. No one's causing any grief. It looks pretty good. Drop back to the 21 car. He's at the back of the pack at the moment here. That's Nicholas Rowe. And he's down a few laps at this moment in time. He is down 62 laps actually. But again, he's trying to get his points back. Trying to get some points. Making it happen. So let's go up to the 33. Let's see where Mark is. Mark's at the end of the longest line of cars. He's just looking along, taking his time, waiting to see if he can make something happen. I believe he's still one lap down in the 13th spot. So he still has, I believe, 4 cars or 3 cars in front of him that are also one lap down. So he would not get the lucky dog if it came out again. All right, let's jump back up with the leader, see how they're doing. He has got almost a 1 second lead over Brandon Hartwell. Al has dropped back to 3rd position again. Go back and take a look at Al. Now Al's gotten by Brandon. They're just swapping back and forth between the two of them. Both trying to do something. Nowhere near enough power, though, to get caught up with Zachary and give him anything to fight for. 30 laps to go. We've got to see what these guys can do. Maybe they can work together. Maybe they can draft each other. They need to figure out something to catch up to Zachary. Zachary is just driving away from everyone at this moment in time. Actually, the entire race. He's taking everyone to school here. I did a road course with some trucks last Thursday night, and I'll tell you what, racing at Coda, in the truck that led the race, he led all the laps except for 2, I believe, and it was only the first 2 that he missed out on, and other than that, he took everyone to school. And that's reminiscent to me right now. Zachary is taking everyone to school. Even though you put him a lap down a little bit earlier, beat his way back through the pack, got his lap back up to the 1st position. He's showing these guys how to race at Phoenix, without a doubt. I don't think I have a listing of the drivers. Oh, yellow flag's out. See if we can find out what happened. Was it the 5? Yes, the 5 got tapped. No. What happened? The 5. No, it's I'm not sure what the heck happened back there. It wasn't the 5. Didn't seem to be. Well, let's go back and take a look and see. He's closer to the back of the pack. The 2 is up there. Let's see where the 2 is. No, the 2's in pit lane. So I am not certain where everyone is. Go back and see if I can find it again. It's not showing me who might have been having a trouble. There was a 21 that bounced off the wall a couple times. Let's go back and take a look at the 21. Let's go back and take a look. See if I can find them. Back them up some. Oh, there he is there. He's just driving along. Looks like he's perfectly fine there. Bounced off the wall. He bounced off the inside wall and then just scraped along it. Then back out on track and then back into the wall again. So he had some steering issues. Asmaro, thank you very much for that, pointing that out. I really appreciate the help, the assist on that. Definitely. I can't see everything, and if you were watching, I really appreciate where you were looking. Okay, the lights are off on the pace car. We're going into turn 1. Yes, everyone out there in YouTube, I really appreciate anything you got for suggestions for the broadcast, anything that you might see that I don't see. Again, I'm running all the cameras. I'm doing everything by myself as a solo. And then I have to talk nonstop for an hour and a half or so. So, I'll tell you what, it's interesting. It's fun to do. I'm enjoying it. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of things to do and a lot of things to keep an eye on. So, I do have a button here that I can press to say go back to the previous crash. But if it doesn't go back to the previous crash for whatever reason, it's not helping me. All right, we have Zachary on the point. We have Al Likens on the outside. We have Brandon right behind Zachary. We have the 45 Michael Yarrow. He's back up in 4th. And the 48 of Jeremiah Nelson. He's right there as well. So let's take a look and see how these guys are going to do, or what they're going to do to get by Zachary. Because Zachary, again, jumped out into the lead. And the boys are going to try to catch up with him. They're all bunched up into a pack, but I'm not sure that they're going to have much for him. I think Zachary's going to drive away with it. Zachary's just driving away. And the pace car is back out again. Another crash. What happened here? Let's see. Not showing anything there. It's 17. The 17 looks like he's back quite a ways. Oh, he's definitely got damaged. Let's go back up and see what happened to the 17. He is in trouble. Take a look. Up in the chopper. Right there by Larry Blair. Oh, he just lost in the corner. Got into the wall. Just got into the wall. Back into the wall. Almost into the wall like the second time. That was just, I'm not sure what happened to him. We'll just take a look and see if we can jump into the cockpit. He's going around the turn. Looks pretty good. Just got a little shaky. Trying to turn the wheel, and it just didn't work for him. He didn't collect anyone else, fortunately. It was a single car spin. But it was definitely enough to hurt him. And that's David Cassidy. I'll tell you what. David's a good driver. He's a real good driver. I'm not sure what happened to him. He got a little bit... His tires are probably going away is what the problem is. I would have to say that that's probably tire problems. So, I'll tell you what. It looks like Mark got the wave around. And it looks like he is going to be back onto the lead lap. Again, don't count Mark out. He gets down to the few laps left in the race. He suddenly appears from the back of the pack out of nowhere. And there he is, top 10, top 5, top 3. I've seen him win races from the back. I mean, you know, it's just, just the way Mark drives. I mean, he's a great guy. And I'll tell you what, he's got strategies, more strategies than most people realize. He can laugh and joke with the best of them, but I'll tell you what, that man's got some skills, and he got some strategies up his sleeve. So you have to keep an eye out for Mark at all times. Mr. Gomez, he runs the truck series here, SRU Truck Series, the Gomez Truck Series, every Friday night. So if you want to have some fun, you want to go out and join the truck series, get a hold of Mark and get a hold of any one of these guys, actually, in SRU. And they're definitely having a lot of fun with the truck series on Friday nights. All right, we're going to get back up to the race. So we're going to go back live. Pace car is off. Zachary's on the inside, on the point. Al Likens is on the outside in second. Jeremiah Nelson is in the 48 in third place, and Brandon Hartwell's in fourth. Let's see what they can do. Al's sitting there trying to get a jump on him. There's Zachary going low. Go up the chopper there. Zachary's out in the front again. But there's the 48. We haven't seen much of Jeremiah here earlier, and he's got some speed to that car. Look, he's getting by Zach. Oh, he's getting in the side of him. Give him a little bit of a rub. And there's Al. Zachary lost a little bit of momentum. There's Al going by him. Al's got jump out to the front, but there's Zachary. He's going to take it back from him. He says, no, you can't have my lead. I'm taking it back. And away he goes. There. Now, look at I'll tell you what, and there's Al going. He's going to pass him again on the inside. So there's Al. He's got a good speed, but Zachary's catching up. He's going to pass him again on the outside. Al's getting a jump on the inside. These guys are going to race to the finish. We have 19 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to be racing back and forth. I'll tell you what, Al might have something for him, but he might have just used it all up too. I'll tell you. Well, no, there he is. He's coming back again. He took a look, but looked like Zachary closed the door on him. He didn't have a chance to get in the inside of him. Let's just take a look and see what's going to happen. Wow, that was interesting there for a moment, without a doubt. Al's still not done, though. He definitely wants to get something happening here. We have Ryan Messer. He is a good driver onto his own. He is a good driver himself. We haven't talked a whole lot about Ryan, and he's been doing really well. But we have the caution back out again. Let's take a look and see if we can figure out what's going on. Why did the caution come out? Looking on the track, no one seems to be lagging behind anywhere. Don't really see where it would be an issue. Trying to look back further in the pack, possibly. See if I can see previous crash. Oh, there's the 22. It was the 22 that went around. There we go. Okay. Take a look and see from the chopper. Get a good overhead view. Get down 25 Brandon. He just got tagged by Brandon just a little bit. Oh, man. Back it up just a hair more. We'll go to the front. So it looks like he got down into front of Brandon and just caught his side. Oh, go back to the rear suspension. We'll go back up here a little bit. So close. He just tagged the side of him. Could be a net code. And then he caught the front, and then that's all it wrote. Take a look back and drive with him in the cockpit. See what he sees. He's coming up around the turn. Trying to turn the wheel, trying to get it straightened out, but he couldn't get it straightened out. And that's it. He's back under power, though. But I don't know how much damage has been done. There's only 15 laps to go, so I don't know how much damage has been done to his car. We'll have to take a look and see. So, okay, here we are back. Pace car's leading them around again. 15 laps to go. Probably be 13 laps to go by the time they come back across the start finish with the green. Zachary in the 038 in first place. Al is in second. Ryan is in third. Jeremiah Nelson is in fourth. Michael Yarrow is in fifth. Brandon Hartwell has dropped all the way back to sixth. Probably because of that tag with the other guy just a moment ago. Let's see. John Held is in the seventh. James Small is in eighth. Jim is in ninth. Mark is in 10th. Again, don't count Mark out. Okay, the pace car is off. We're going along the long back straightaway. There's the 16, Ryan, right on the back end of Zachary. If Ryan gets a chance, he's going to be up there. He's tapping him, knocking on his door, saying, "I'm here." Just to let you know, because when this thing goes green, I'm coming. There's Al. There's green in the air. Zachary's going low. But there's Ryan. Ryan's coming up now. He wants to take a run at it. He wants first place. Let's see if Ryan can have anything for Zachary here as the laps count down. 13 to go. But again, Zachary's just driving away. And caution is out yet again. I'm not sure. Let's take a look. We'll go back live and take a look and see who. 61 possibly? 61 and 11. It looks like they got into it. Take a look and go back here and take a look. Okay, there's the 61. He's driving along, minding his own business. And there's the 11th on the 11 on the inside. Harbor Freight Tools. There's the 22. 22 is going to try to jump up in between. Okay, green, green, green. There's the 11. Just came. 61 came down a bit. 11 went up a little bit, and that was all she wrote. Put both of them in the wall. Meeting of the minds, so to speak. And there we go. All right. Back again to the leader. So that puts Ryan into second position now. So we'll see if he's got anything at the drop of the green flag for Zachary. I'll tell you what. This is going to get very interesting here closer to the end of the race. As we get closer and closer, we're going to get some things happening, I'm sure. So let's see. Loggy Boy says, Tara Path, I thought he raced great last week and this week. Yes, Chris is doing fairly well this week. He did, but has done much better before I came in watching. Well, I don't know if that's good or not there, Tara, whether you should be watching him. Does he do better when you're not paying attention to him, or what's the story there? I don't know. But it's great that you support his hobby. I'll tell you what, all the women and the significant others that are housemates or whatever to these drivers, I'll tell you what, you know, without their support, I'll tell you what, they may not have the time to enjoy such a fun hobby. So it's definitely a fun hobby for these guys. Okay, there's Al. Al's looking to go. He wants to go. But Ryan's on the outside. Zachary is right there. He's got to pay attention to Ryan because Ryan's got something for him. I'm really thinking that Ryan's going to want to go. So we'll just kind of keep an eye from the chopper view here, ladies and gentlemen, because we want to see what these four cars are going to do up the very front. Look, they're just wanting to go. There's Al looking down on the inside. There's Zachary dropping really low. There's Ryan on the outside. Ryan, ooh, Ryan got close. There's Al. Oh, Ryan's into the wall. Ryan's in the wall. That's going to cost him. That's going to cost him a lot. There's Al trying to get back up on the back end of Zachary, but he can't do it. He's going to give him a little tap into the corner, though. Let him know he's there. There's 9 laps to go here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're still going. We're still going. Al's still looking. Take a look. They're all in a line. They're all sitting fairly straight. No one's really trying to pass anyone. There's the 45 of Michael Yarrow, though. He's back into this. Let's see if he can do something. I'll tell you what. Somebody's going to have to do something to catch up with Zachary, because Zachary is just driving away from them the entire race here tonight. Robbie Darnell says he supports Robbie. I would say that would be Robbie Stewart. You should support yourself, Robbie Darnell. Alrighty. We're doing good. Oh, there's Al into the wall. I'm just watching the laps tick down here, though. Back up to the blimp. Take a look. There's Michael Yarrow getting on the back end of Al Lycan. Didn't do anything with it. Al dropped low on the dog leg. There's the 77. John Held, he's up here in the mix all of a sudden. And he's coming right up along. He's up in the third place now. But again, it's the Zachary show. Zachary's just driving away from everyone at this moment in time. 5 laps to go. Five laps to go for Zachary. I don't know if anyone's going to have anything for him. The only hope that they have is there's going to be another yellow, and that way they might be able to get a jump on the yellow as soon as the green flag drops. But if you don't get him within the first turn or two, you're not going to catch. Oh, there's Al. He bumps off the wall. There's John. John Helds is up to third place now. Actually up in the second. After Al hit the wall. Oh, he hit the wall again. There's Al off the wall again. He's doing all he can do to try to maintain at least the top 3. He's trying to get back up there, but John's now the one that's trying to catch up to Zachary. Trying to see if he can do anything with it. But he's still half a second off. So he's not going to be able to get up there. Well, look, I'll tell you what. I spoke too soon. There he is right there, looking on the inside. That's the 77 car. He's looking. We got 2 laps to go. He's dropping down. He's going to see what he can do. He's looking on the outside. Oh, he's into the wall. He got into the wall. But he bounced off the wall and actually gave him almost enough momentum to get him on the inside. But Zachary was still able to pull away. 1 lap to go. We're going to go in right along with Zachary. There we go. I'll tell you what. The Zachary show. It was quite the show. It was Zachary in first. And then we have John Held in second. Then we have Al Likens, although he tried. Man, I'll tell you what, he tried. But he just couldn't do it. Let's go up in the chopper, take a look. Zachary gonna burn it down here. Put on a good smoke show for everyone around. Here we go. He's gonna burn her up. Well, that's the race, ladies and gentlemen. The 38, Zachary Rongich. Oh, I apologize. I'll find out how to pronounce his name as soon as I get him on the radio here. John Held is in second. Al Likens is in third. Michael Yarrow is in fourth. Ryan Messer is back in fifth. Jeremiah Nelson finished off in sixth position. Brandon Hartwell, he gave it a hard try, but he ended up in seventh. Chris Bath is in eighth position. Mark is in ninth. And Larry Blair ended up taking up the 10th position. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go talk to the winners, the top 3. We'll be right back. Hey, John, you got a copy, buddy?
Hey, I got you, Art.
Hey, man, second place. You came out of nowhere, it seemed, and there you were.
Yeah, well, most of the race I was running around, I don't know, 8th, 9th, 10th, and then we had that one caution with like around 27 laps to go. I had a set of tires in there, so I got them. That helped me get me near the front. Just kind of overdrove that last lap, but that's too bad, but it's a good race.
Yeah, I tell you what, it was a Zachary show here tonight. He definitely led most of the laps by far. But I mean, like I say, you came up out of nowhere and you were looking really good there for a minute. I thought you might have had something for him there at the very end.
Yeah, you know what? Should have been just a little bit more patient. If we had a few more green laps, I think I would have had him. But yeah, at the end there, I kind of thought, geez, I got to take one big shot at him, and I locked her up and slid her up into the wall.
Yeah, I know. And I was going to talk to Al, but Al Lycan, he's already gone out of Discord, so I can't have a chat with him. But I noticed he bounced off a wall a couple of times, gave you the opportunity to get by him.
Yeah. I mean, everybody was trying to drive in so hard, and if you locked her up, you slid up, and that was it. The guy on the bottom stuck a little bit. You're gonna drive around him. So yeah, it's a fun race.
Right on. Now, how do you feel about the dog leg? Do you like cutting the dog leg, or do you like maintaining the momentum going around the track? I've been putting that to the viewers out here at YouTube. As a driver, I've done both. I cut the dog leg, or I know the momentum. You can maintain the momentum going or staying on the track. What do you prefer?
You know what? I don't really like going low because you hit the car so hard. But if you do it right, you do gain a tenth or two. But if you don't do it right, the guy on the outside, you're right, keeps the momentum up and can beat you into the corner. So you know what? I think on the starts, it's good to go low. You can maybe get a bit of a jump to keep that inside line. But you know what? It's 50-50. I think tonight's race, you had to shift. That made the biggest difference in the world. I didn't shift the first segment, but the last couple I did, and it definitely made a difference.
Right on. Yeah. No, it's just something that I've noticed, and I've paid more attention to it here today. Just looking at it from a observer, I guess. I'm used to being in the car, right? And yeah, no, it definitely makes a difference for sure. But oh well, it is what it is. You maintain second place. You got anything to say to any of your fans or any of your sponsors out there?
Well, my wife lets me race, but she's my fan and my sponsor, so I'll say hi to them and congrats to Zachary.
Right on.
And thanks for putting this on, Art. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, well, like I say, I've got a few bugs in the system. I got a brand new computer, brand new broadcasting booth, new monitors. I got everything new microphone. Everything's brand spanking new, and I'm just brand new doing this. So, I mean, it better pay off.
It's going to be great. I'll watch it tomorrow night.
There you go. All right, man. Well, I try to give it the driver's point of view, right? That's all I can do.
There you go. That's right.
All right, man. I'll put you back up in the main feed there with everyone else. Thank you for joining us up here in the booth.
Thanks, Art.
All right. I'm looking for the race winner. There's Al Lycan, so I'm going to grab on to Al and bring him down into the booth. He was in third place. Hey, Al, it's Art up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Right on. I'll tell you what, you were fighting Zachary all night long. Like you were back and forth. You had a good run at him at a few times, and he always just pulled away from you.
I could jump ahead of him, but couldn't get my momentum up. If I could got ahead of him and got some clean air, it might be a different story, but he's fast. And I tried everything I know with this track, and it's not my favorite track, so I'll take that as a win, P3.
Yeah, right on. Well, yeah, you did finish third place. I tell you what, you might have got second, but I noticed that you nailed the wall a couple times. I mean, you were last few laps, you were just giving it all you could give her.
Yeah, my tires was smoked at that point. I was just hanging on for dear life, trying everything I knew, but I almost cost myself a P3. So home top 5, I'm happy with it.
Yes, well, no, that's for sure. The right front is the worst tire, and again, this is not high bank by any means. It's not like New Hampshire being perfectly flat, but it's a fairly flat track, so it will burn up your right front.
Oh yeah, especially trying to push your car hard, and you get tied anyways behind another vehicle, so just more pressure. And I knew if that would happen if I didn't get the lead early, so hanging on at the end.
Right on. Oh, no, it was a good show, without a doubt. I really enjoy watching. Actually, I kept the camera on the two of you. Actually, you and Brandon Hartwell as well. I was just trying to keep track of you guys. I tried to go back and take a look at everyone during the race, but it kept coming back to the three of you because you guys were the most exciting at the front of the pack. I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah, I hope we put as good a show on for you all, and hope you enjoyed, and fans that's watching. So that's what it's about, having fun, racing clean, and whoever comes out with a victory, that's to me, that's a really good time.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Alrighty, man. Anything to say to any of your fans or any of your sponsors or anyone out there in TV land?
Yeah, I'd like to give a special thanks to Darrell Johnson. I'd like to thank God, my family, then the league, and obviously you all for the broadcast. Y'all do a good job.
Well, we're trying. We're trying, man. I'm new at broadcasting, but I'm definitely trying. I've been running with this league for years, so now I've just jumped up into the broadcast booth. So we'll give this a whirl. See if I do better than I did on the track.
All right, keep up the good work.
All right, man. Have a good night. We'll see you next week.
All right, we'll see you.
All right, that was that was Al Lightens, and that was third place for him. And let's see, John, he was in second, and Zachary was in first, but I don't see Zachary any longer in the chat, so we can't talk to Zachary. So going back next week, next Sunday night, we're going to be at the Auto Club Speedway for 100 laps. That'll be on March 8th. So at 9:30, 8:30 Eastern, we will be at the Auto Club. So we'll look forward to seeing you there. And if anyone has any comments or anything at all, by all means, feel free to let me know. Any way I can make the broadcast a little bit more interesting. I try to give it the driver's point of view when I can. Again, I'm new at this, but we're working at it. So, I hope I put on a good show for you. Anyway, we'll see you all next week. Stay safe and have a fantastic week. We'll see you next Sunday night.